Hey guys, once again, this is the Car Tracker here, and this video is to talk about what's inside of a Maserati Ghibli radio. As you guys know, that my actual radio, which is this one here, was burnt out. As you can see the actual glue that came out of the what you call it, transistor that's on the back over there. So right now, this is it. I did purchase a new radio, but the problem with that radio, it kept on asking me for the anti-theft code. So if you don't have the anti-theft code, the radio will stay off. The only thing that you'll be able to use on there is the actual AC and your regular function that doesn't require a password, which is your heated seat, sunshade, and stuff like that. So those were pretty much the two things. So right now this video is to show you exactly what's inside of it and what I intend to do to actually make my radio work. So I did go ahead and take it apart, as you can see. So this is the top section. So the top section contained the actual wiring for the power, and this is what translate the information from the car and stuff like that. I am not sure exactly. This is the part that's actually blown, and if I replace it, I can actually use that radio, but you have to find the right part to put it in. But anyway, as far as right now, this is how it looks right now, and I don't know if this section is what holds the actual software, which contain the actual pin to unlock the vehicle. As you can see, I got some of that stuff on my hand too. I gotta wash my hand later. But anyway, so moving on here, I did not know that this radio has an internal memory. Over here, you have two parts. Here, you have your actual GPS, which is the Garmin map. So if they were to update your map, and this is where all the information will be stored at for the map. And the only way to get it updated is to either has a CD, DVD drive that translates the information here, and then it stores it in one of these memories over there for you to be able to access your map and stuff like that. If you have a latest version or whatever version of the map that you have would store in this piece here. This little cord here, this is your actual antenna, so it just connects here. So that's what sent the GPS signal to the Garmin map system that's currently located inside of the Maserati radio. And over here, you have your this is an SD card that Maserati put in there. I don't know for sure if this one has the code in it, but if it does, I am going to take this one out, which is my original radio, and then put it in the new radio that I just bought to see if it unlock. If it does, then there you have it, guys. So the only thing that you have to do, if your radio ever goes out, you just have to open it, take this SD card here, and then put it in your newer radio, and that should suffice the whole system. But don't quote me on that. I do not know if it's gonna work or not. So this is just an experiment. Right now is to show you what's inside of it. But as you can see, I also have a CD, a DVD in there. I was not able to get it up because the system burnt out. So that's this section here. That's what's controlled the power relay to every sections. So right now, without this one, none of these functions work. So nothing turns on. But I'm hoping that this SD card here is actually good. There's nothing wrong with it. It didn't get burnt out for any reason. Then we'll use that. If I put this in there in the new radio and it doesn't work, what I'll do, I'll take out the Garmin map and stuff, and then put it in my new radio to see if it works. If that doesn't, the next step was to pretty much take this piece out over here, unsolder it, and solder the new one in it, and then just transfer everything, the base here, to my current car. But these are all the experiment scenario that I plan on going to fix this radio to remove the pin. The radio actually works. It's just I do not have the anti-theft code pin, so therefore it's not turning on the radio for any reason. But the my last resort, so I intend to unscrew this old board here that has the connection to the DVD player and everything else, and then transfer it over to my new radio. That's after I installed the SIM card, the Garmin piece. If those don't work, then I'm just gonna put everything back the way it is right now, and then just unscrew this old piece and move it back to my new radio. Hopefully that will kind of like delete out the code. I'm guessing the code has to be stored either on this board here, which is the mainframe, the Garmin board, or the SD card. The only way for the card to remember the code is that it has to be stored in a memory, internal memory, and the internal memory has to be this one here. And if it doesn't work, after I do all of this, then I'm just gonna go ahead and take it back to Maserati. Hopefully they'll be able to put a new radio. But as well as right now, they told me that I just have to give until Monday, which is tomorrow, to see if Italy just write them back, because they sent an email up there to the manufacturer in Italy and asking them to provide the code. And the information that they asked me, they wanted to have the serial numbers and parts, stuff like that, to the actual radio. That way they can get the code from them. And if they don't provide it, then obviously there's a problem there. I will not be able to use my radio for any given reason. But anyway, so who cares? So I just have to figure it out another way. And this piece, it's totally separate on its own. So this is where it connects to the DVD player section in the bottom. So that's what sends the information if you were to put a DVD player on it, to transfer the information to this memory that's on there right now. And this section here, obviously you can see it's covered. So this is where all the informations like the software related to the Garmin section, this is where everything is stored. So that's why this is covered. So anytime you see something covered, just know that it's a memory card, SD card, or something like that. But it may not be the same case for every devices, but you will definitely know. And it will say something like, SW, which is software version 5.12 or whatever, or SW, whatever it is that the software is. Yeah, guys, so this is pretty much it about the radio. And over here, the SID, this is for the Sirius XM radio that I have here. And the antenna to that, maybe this one here. But I just have to look into it more. It has to be the Sirius XM antenna, because that one just run on a different kind of frequency, something like that. I'm guessing they use satellite as well to transcribe information to your radio. But the other cool thing is that I see in the other navigation system is that when I check the code by pressing the AC up, AC down, plus the defrost button, it shows that the current owner of that radio still subscribed to the traffic and travel link, and to the from Sirius XM. The only thing that does not connect is the Sirius XM radio. That's not connect on there because there was no subscriptions in there, which I'm fine with it because I don't really listen to satellite radio anyway. But alright guys, so this pretty much concludes the video. This to show you, this is the internal stuff for the Maserati Ghibli radio. And if you think of any other tricks that I could possibly do before, or if the Maserati give me the code, then I won't have to go through all this process. But if you do have any other suggestions, please go ahead, post your comment, and I'll be happy and appreciative about that information. That way I can get my radio back up and running to do this. But anyway, I'm not gonna throw this away. I'm just gonna keep it for experimental purposes. You know me, guys, so wish me luck on that. So thank you again for watching, and if you are new to this channel, just go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And if you still new to the channel as well, just hit the bell. That way you get notification of new video, because I have a lot of great contents that I put out about the Maserati that not a lot of people are willing to take the risk for. And I am doing that just because I'm a Maserati fan. Thank you very much, guy. See you in my next video. Bye-bye.